What if you could stand on the banks of a legendary river, surrounded by mountains, art, and stories, all in a town where the Old West still whispers and creativity flows as freely as the Yellowstone? Welcome to Livingston, Montana, a vibrant mountain town nestled between the Absaroka Range and the Yellowstone River, just an hour north of Yellowstone National Park. More than a gateway to the park, Livingston is a destination in its own right, where Hollywood cowboys, fly fishing legends, painters, poets, and rugged adventurers have all found inspiration. With its historic downtown, eclectic art scene, scenic drives, live music venues, and outdoor access in every direction, Livingston offers that rare blend of Montana grit and unexpected sophistication. Whether you're casting a fly on the river, exploring century-old rail depots, soaking in nearby hot springs, or catching a show at a saloon, this town invites you to slow down and fall in love with the wild heart of the West. 10. Pine Creek Falls Trail. What if just a short, scenic hike could lead you into a cool, moss-draped canyon wall where a 100-foot waterfall cascades into a shaded forest grotto? Just 10 miles south of Livingston, Pine Creek Falls is a gem in Paradise Valley and the perfect half-day outing. The 2.5-mile round-trip trail starts at the Pine Creek Campground and winds along the creek, crossing two charming footbridges before the forest begins to climb gently through a canopy of pines. After gaining about 400 to 750 feet in elevation, you'll arrive at an impressive 100-foot waterfall, pouring into a clear pool below, a peaceful reward for every step. A sturdy viewing bridge gives the ideal vantage point, with side trails offering different perspectives. This hike is moderate family and dog-friendly, but be prepared for rocky sections and possibly muddy stretches after rain. Nine. Float or fish the Yellowstone River, Montana's living postcard. What if you could spend your day drifting past bald eagles, towering cliffs, and wild trout, on the longest free-flowing river in the lower 48? Running right through Livingston's backyard, the Yellowstone River offers one of the most iconic fly fishing and floating experiences in the American West. Whether you're wading in its cool waters with a fly rod in hand or floating lazily on a raft through Paradise Valley, this river delivers pure Montana magic. Anglers come from around the world to test their skill against the cutthroat, rainbow, and brown trout that thrive here. No fishing license yet? No problem, expert local guides and outfitters are ready to take you from beginner to hooked in just one trip. If a more relaxing day is your style, floating the Yellowstone is equally legendary. Choose a mellow tube float through town or a guided scenic float past rock walls, grazing elk, and distant snow-capped peaks. With endless sky above and the rhythm of the river below, you'll understand why they call this place paradise. Eight. Explore historic downtown Livingston, timeless charm with a creative twist. What if a walk down Main Street could feel like stepping into a Western film, only with art galleries, indie bookshops, and gourmet dining around every corner? Livingston's historic downtown is a beautifully preserved slice of Montana's frontier past, where Victorian facades, brick storefronts, and glowing neon signs tell stories of railroad booms, cowboy legends, and artistic rebirth. Once a rough-and-tumble railroad town, Livingston has transformed into a cultural outpost, beloved by writers, actors, artists, and travelers seeking authenticity. Stroll Main Street and you'll discover one-of-a-kind boutiques, vintage stores, fine Western wear, and shops stocked with local handmade goods, fly fishing gear, and rare books. The town's walkability makes it perfect for slow exploration, and nearly every building has a story behind its walls. Whether you're hunting for a unique souvenir, a new favorite read, or just soaking up the laid-back vibe, downtown Livingston invites you to linger, browse, and discover. 7. Livingston Depot Center, a grand gateway to Yellowstone's golden era. What if the story of America's first national park began not with a trail, but with a train station, and that station still stood, proudly preserved in the heart of Montana? Step back in time at the Livingston Depot Center, a stunning 1902 Northern Pacific Railroad station that once welcomed travelers headed for the wonders of Yellowstone National Park. With its elegant Italianate architecture, arched windows, and red brick charm, the depot is a living monument to the golden age of rail travel. Today, the depot is more than a beautiful building, it's a museum, cultural hub, and event venue, celebrating Livingston's deep ties to the rails that built the West. Perfectly located in downtown Livingston, just steps from shops and restaurants, the depot is both a scenic stop and a story-rich experience that helps you see the town, and the park beyond, with fresh eyes. Six. Sacajawea Park and River Trail, Nature, History, and Peace by the Yellowstone. What if your perfect Montana moment was as simple as a riverside walk, the sound of cottonwoods rustling overhead, and the same Yellowstone waters that once guided explorers west? Nestled along the banks of the Yellowstone River, Sacajawea Park is Livingston's most beloved green space, a place where nature, history, and community all meet. With wide-open lawns, shady trees, and postcard views of the Absaroka Mountains, it's the perfect spot for a peaceful picnic, a family outing, or a solo stroll to clear your mind. The park's scenic river trail winds beside the water, offering access for biking, walking, fishing, or just soaking in the beauty. Along the way, you'll find benches, historic markers, and wildlife sightings, from deer to bald eagles, especially at sunrise or golden hour. Named in honor of the Shoshone guide who played a vital role in the Lewis and Clark expedition, the park connects visitors not just to Montana's beauty, but to the stories that shaped the American West. Whether you come for the fresh air or the quiet history, Sacajawea Park is a gentle reminder of why we fall in love with places like Livingston. 5. Journey from Art Town to Untamed Wild, a perfect day trip from Livingston to Yellowstone. Wake up in Livingston, Montana, where rugged mountain peaks meet a vibrant arts scene, and by mid-morning, find yourself face to face with Yellowstone's legendary wildlife and steaming geysers. Just an hour's drive through the jaw-dropping beauty of Paradise Valley leads you to the north entrance of Yellowstone National Park, where your adventure begins. Stroll the terraces of Mammoth Hot Springs, spot elk grazing in open meadows, and marvel at the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Scan the hills of Lamar Valley for bison, bears, and even wolves. Watch geysers roar to life and rivers carve through ancient stone, all in a single unforgettable day. After a full day of natural wonder, head back to Livingston as the sun dips behind the Absaroka Mountains. Grab dinner at a local bistro or brewery, where the stories and flavors are as bold as the landscape itself. From charming streets to steaming springs, this is Montana's magic at its finest, where small-town soul meets epic-scale adventure. 4. Chico Hot Springs, soak, savor, and stay in Montana's legendary retreat. What if the perfect Montana day ended not in a tent or hotel room, but beneath the stars, soaking in natural hot springs surrounded by mountains and the scent of pine? Tucked into the breathtaking Paradise Valley, just 25 minutes south of Livingston, Chico Hot Springs is more than a resort, it's a Montana tradition. Since the early 1900s, weary travelers, ranchers, and celebrities alike have come here to unwind in the geothermal mineral pools, where healing waters bubble up at a soothing 96 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Surrounded by historic lodge buildings and rugged peaks, Chico blends rustic charm with quiet luxury. And don't miss the live music in the saloon or a rejuvenating massage at the spa. Whether you're chasing relaxation, romance, or the full Montana escape, Chico Hot Springs is the perfect blend of wilderness and warmth. 3. Live music, Western vibes and a taste of Montana. Step into a world where the sound of a fiddle drifts across the open air, cowboy boots tap to the rhythm, and the scent of smoked brisket lingers on the breeze. In Montana's heartland, live music isn't just a show, it's a way of life. Whether you're two-stepping at a historic saloon, catching bluegrass under the stars, or warming your soul with a craft whiskey and soulful lyrics in a rustic bar, you'll feel the pulse of the Old West in every note. And when it's time to eat, the flavor of the land takes center stage. Think huckleberry everything, bison burgers, and locally sourced farm-to-fork feasts. As the music fades and the firelight glows low, you'll realize this isn't just a night out, it's a memory made in a place where the West is still wild and wonderfully alive. Ready to find your rhythm out here? Two. Paradise Valley and Shields River Scenic Drives, Montana's roadside masterpieces. What if a simple drive could whisk you through vast valleys framed by towering peaks, past rivers that sparkle like gems, and into a landscape so wild it feels like stepping into a painting? Just outside Livingston, Paradise Valley unfolds as one of Montana's most breathtaking backdrops. Driving along the Yellowstone River, you'll be treated to sweeping views of the Absaroka and Gallatin mountain ranges, wildflower-filled meadows, and grazing elk herds. Take the Shields River Road for a quieter, less traveled route where peaceful ranches dot the landscape and the river's gentle flow invites anglers and photographers alike. Along the way, small pullouts offer perfect spots for a picnic or a short hike to stretch your legs. Whether you're chasing golden hour light, hunting for wildlife, or simply savoring Montana's vast skies and rugged beauty, these scenic drives are the perfect way to connect with the land that inspired generations of explorers and artists. 1. Livingston Roundup Rodeo, where Montana's Wild West comes alive. What if you could experience the thrill, grit, and tradition of a true Montana rodeo, right where cowboys have competed for over a century? Every summer, the Livingston Roundup Rodeo transforms this charming Montana town into a lively celebration of cowboy culture and Western heritage. Founded in 1914, it's one of the oldest and most authentic rodeos in the state, bringing together top bull riders, barrel racers, and ropers for heart-pounding competition. Set against the stunning backdrop of the Absaroka Mountains, the rodeo grounds buzz with excitement, from the thunder of hoofs to cheers echoing under the big Montana sky. Beyond the rodeo events, you'll find carnival rides, food vendors serving classic Western fare, and family-friendly entertainment. Whether you're a rodeo regular or a first-time spectator, the Livingston Roundup offers a front-row seat to the skills, courage, and spirit that define Montana's cowboy legacy, and a true taste of the Wild West. Whether you're drawn by the wild beauty of the Absaroka Mountains, the artsy small-town charm, or the gateway access to Yellowstone National Park, Livingston, Montana offers a rich blend of adventure, history, and heart. From fly fishing in the Yellowstone River to exploring vibrant galleries and savoring local cuisine, this town invites you to slow down, breathe in the mountain air, and experience the authentic spirit of the American West. Whatever your travel style, Livingston is more than just a stop, it's a destination worth discovering.